stay in his driver funk. Liability coverage. With this machine I'm blaming, his whole team live panic. Jack froze up and then died. Now you seen Titanic?
Bow to the neck. I mute this audio. Your youngest son, bow to the chest. Reduce his cardio, then bow to take your princess from you. Super Mario,
Basically, I'm coming at him. He's strapped in, I smash in. Both his hands with a hammer. How he gonna use his strapped in?
Are back speaking our language show, and we're down to our last segment, one of my favorite segments, because pretty much my show is predicated on putting a spotlight on the battlers and highlighting some of their great things that they have accomplished in their career. So when we talk about Loso's career, we talk about a guy that has 5 million views on YouTube with only 2 of them being URL battles. We talk about a guy that has 2 of the best bullpen battles of all time with B-Dot and Bad News, a part of a top 5 2-on-2 battle of all time, in my opinion, with him and A-Ward against Geechee and Loso. Battle JC, Chess, Arsenal, Twerk, B-Dot, DNA, Briz, and 40 and 1-rounders, Chef Trez in rare form, and the first ever Wody in Vixen. Huge deal. Beat Daylight in the judge battle. Won round of the year against Vixen with his second. Ranked 8th on the URL app and top 30 in total reactions. Appeared in all top 20 rankings for champion of the year. Landed 11th in 2017, 12th in 2018, 11th in 2020, and finally cracking the top 10 last year in 2021. Your career hasn't been that long, my guy, but you've accomplished a great deal of things. So the question I have for you, as I have for any other battler that's accomplished so much, is what is next for Loso? What does Loso want to accomplish before it's all said and done?
Yeah, man, I think now it's just establishing myself as so I already feel personally, if somebody asks me, hey, have you accomplished whatever you wanted to? I was like, yeah, I've exceeded those expectations. I mean, I was a kid who was just a fan who just wanted to see if I could even do this. And I've done it at the highest level. I think what's next though, like I said, I got bucket list battles now. You know, I've already made, 4, that's like making 4 all-star teams or 4 all-NBA teams. You know what I'm saying? Like I already made those. And so me personally, I think what's next is kind of like just getting these bucket list battles, like the K-Shines, the Nitties. Hitman Holla is an end game for me. I don't know if that, but to me, he's just like probably my favorite all-time battler. And so just doing that, but even transitioning, taking what I've done from battle rap, and I've kind of already done it on a small level, but transitioning into other fields. Like I'm going on tour next, so I think that's kind of battle rap has anything you see Loso do, it's always because battle rap has given me that platform. So hopefully acting, hopefully doing more tours, and so like I said, bro, just trying to get better every day with my pen and hopefully get my name in like the top 30 all-time battlers. Like I would like to get in that conversation. So
yeah, any more appearances in a gray area?
Man, yeah. So it's crazy. Me and Ace, we were just talking about that, man. So yeah, we definitely gonna do that.
Good. Yeah. When I think of just your career so far, I think of a guy that even though you've been in the game for a while, you're still relatively new. There's guys that's been in the game for 10 plus years, 11 plus years, 12 plus years, you know what I'm saying? And for you to come in and make an impact right early on in your career, you know what I'm saying? Like I mentioned, you've landed in champion of the year in the top 20 each year that they had a list, you know what I'm saying? And that's amazing. And I think that, when we talk about like these new faces of battle rap that are like kind of changing the landscape of what battle rap is, what it could look like, whether it's a Christian battler, you know what I'm saying, being one of the best anglers ever from the South, you know what I'm saying? It's just, I feel like, we need a highlight over you guys, because at the end of the day, you guys are what pushing the culture forward. Yeah. Like there's going to come a time where we've already seen it, because Seeded may never come back to battle rap.
Yeah.
It may get a point. It may come a point where the Hitmans, the Surfs, the Conceiteds, all those guys, even Verbs, like all those guys may never come into battle rap. So it's going to come a point in time where you and a couple other guys of your class and of your ranking or whatever will move up into those spots. And then you're going to be the ones giving the shots to the up and comers and being the gatekeepers and stuff like that. And I feel like the battle rap world is in a great space because we have, you know, people that are still passionate about battle rap, not just about the money, not just about the status, not just about, you know, the accomplishments. They're passionate about the craft, and I think that battle rap is in a great space. Yeah, man. So any a little bit of intel you have coming up in terms of like battles or, you know, anything like that? You mentioned your tour, if you want to plug that a little bit.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm going on tour for 10 weeks, September, October. You can follow me on Instagram to get like the dates and stuff like that. Tickets are up for sale right now. But yeah, as far as battles, 2 battles particularly, I'm supposed to be doing a 2-on-2 on Bullpen. I mean, we're just waiting on really everything to get solidified, and it's not with the Horseman. I'm teaming up with somebody who's can't say, but it's gonna be fire when the announcement and the opponent's gonna be fire. And then supposed to be on this. They announced the New Orleans card. Supposed to be on it. Supposed to be one of the better battles on that card. And so again, just waiting on you know, my opponent to sign a contract and see if we do it. And so those are the 2. I've also been presented with an offer in September for URL. However, though, I'm on tour. So what I'm trying to work out, if there's any way I can do both, do my tour date, because I'm on contract with the tour. So if I can do my tour date and I can do this battle, then I'll try to make it work. If not, then, you know, I'm gonna just have to wait for it. But yeah, that's what's going on.
Okay. All right. And then a personal question that I had going into this last part is, would you ever rematch DNA for a 3-round battle? Because I feel like a lot of people, because I remember DNA, I don't remember what interview it was, but he said, oh yeah, I battled Loso, but I took a light on him. Good night. So I just wanted to see, I just wanted to, you know, test and see, because I know y'all are cool, right? And I know sometimes y'all make sparse or whatever, but I would be interested to see like this new version of DNA go
exactly.
Loso, you know what I'm saying, the 3-round battle. So would you ever be interested in that?
I tell him all the time, I was like, yo, DNA, I beat you when I was 16, bro. I said, if I come back, nah, you know, I wasn't that young. But, you know, but it's funny, though. He was the first name that gave me a shot. Like, the first, like, I mean, Excel technically, but DNA was, like, the first, like, name. And so I remember I was just honored to stand across the stage. But, yeah, he knows I got the best on that day. But yeah, I would definitely be willing to battle DNA 3 rounds. He's a good friend of mine now. We hang out a lot. Anytime we're in the same city. He was just in Tampa not so long ago. We get up, and then I was in Houston with him, and you know, we were at the same hotel, so we hung out pretty much all day. But yeah, I would, bro. Like this new DNA, this Angular DNA, I would have fun battling him. So.
Do you plan on making an appearance on his Attitude Era podcast? Because I'm a subscriber, so I'm a huge wrestling fan.
Fine.
You know what I'm saying? So do you plan on making an appearance? Okay.
In Houston, we're supposed to do the episode, bro. But we just didn't get it set up or whatnot because, you know, we're out all day. But oh yeah, definitely that has to be done.
Yeah, no, I've watched each episode and I made comparisons because that's kind of what I do with my videos. Like at the end of each video, I kind of make a comparison for, like, you know, battlers and wrestlers because they're so intertwined. Like for instance, with my recent video, I compared Av to Batista. I compared Ill Will to Brock Lesnar. I had to take it down because of whatever, but I compared K-Shine to Chris Jericho because of just how many times he had to rebrand himself. On the recent ones, when Cortez was on the show, I compared him to William Regal because he did a lot of behind the scenes work. He may not get the recognition that he gets, but he does a lot of behind the scenes work, and he puts up great showings with like the mid card talents, giving them a push, whether it's William Regal battling wrestling Edge or wrestling you know, Rey Mysterio, or whether it's Cortez giving Tay-Rock a shot. People forget about that. Or giving a young Hitman a shot, because before that Cortez was hot. His grind time days, you know what I'm saying, and in the early URL days, he was the guy. He was giving people shots and doing a lot of behind the scenes work. Or even someone like Saga, I compared Saga to someone like Christian, ironically, in terms of just being a guy that, is a foundational piece of a particular element in battle rap. The Christian battler lane or whatever. When you think of Christian the wrestler, he's a foundational piece of tag teams, of high flying ladder matches, of the TLC thing. And even though he may not get that same recognition of other people, what I'm saying, he still is a foundational piece of that. Same thing with the saga being a foundational piece of the first Rookies versus Vets, of the first push of like that 2015 range of T-Top, Briz, Chess, and all those guys. He's a part of history, even though he doesn't really get the recognition he may deserve. So I'm all for the comparisons because I feel like it's a great way to really hone in on some of the storylines, because a lot of battle rap is storylines now too. It's not just about this guy's nice, that guy's nice. It's about their story. It's about their journey. It's about their career. And I feel like, the more that we compare it to wrestling, the more that we can see some of the storylines and some of the things that these battlers go through and have went through in their journey. So
that's good.
Yeah,
definitely, man.
Who would you compare yourself to as a wrestler?
Man, I was just, while you were saying that, I was thinking that I don't even want to say nobody because I think I need more thought. DNA and Zito the Great, they obviously host a show. They told me Eddie Guerrero. I was like, are you just saying that?
Because of right.
But DNA said, yeah, I would though, because DNA said out of his own mouth, he said, to me, I think you position yourself as arguably the greatest Latino battler. And he says, when I think about Latino wrestlers, I think Eddie Guerrero's there. This high flying
Guerrero, Rey Mysterio,
exactly.
Between those two,
But that's what they said. But if I were to say somebody, I think I wouldn't even want to say a name without really, because that's a really good segment, really good conversation. So.
If I was to spit, because I'm really good at freestyling this, but if I was to think of someone like you, I have to think of somebody that came into the game, made an early splash or whatever, because that's the reason why I said that somebody like Ill Will was Brock Lesnar, because Brock Lesnar came in and had immediate impact. Ill Will came in first PG, immediate impact, did some, and then the comparison is also Ill Will went on to do others, on to other leagues, but then came back. Same thing with Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar went on to do football, do UFC, and then came back to wrestling. But for someone like Loso, it's a guy that had immediate impact. You know what I'm saying? Is one of the more technical people, whatever. So I have to choose a technical wrestler as well. So when I do my top 5 rounds video for you, I'll make sure to pick a very good. I'm about to say a very good wrestler. That's good. To put in that position. But yeah, man, that's all I got. I really appreciate you doing this interview with me. The aim is just to highlight, these battlers and give them a chance to really talk about their career, talk about their ups, their downs, and just see, it's the hunger still there. And Speaking Our Language show is just about dialogue. It's just about, progressing the conversation. And we all love battle rap, and we just need an outlet to just talk about it. So thank you guys for watching, man. I really appreciate everyone that's watching. This should be out in a couple of days alongside Loso's Rappers Pentagon with the top 5 rounds of Loso's career. That should be out in a week or so. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks again, Loso, for everything. Appreciate you. And we are out. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.